brothers and sisters. I'm of the 60s generation. We had Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Huey, Angela Stokely, and the Black Panthers. Sure, half followed Martin and the other half Malcolm, but we were fighting for a common goal. There was the Godfather and Marvin Gaye, and many died in Vietnam. But we set out to make a change. So we marched, fought, had the water hose turned on us at full blast, and the attack dogs unleashed. And look at all the things we gave you. And what are you doing? You smoking crack and sticking coke up your nose. It's as though you're telling us what we fought and died for was in vain.
While the 60s generation takes a slumber, your sons and daughters are clear water like liquid plumber. Damn right, you're only looking at the negative side. We're trying to cross the enemy lines without the general to guide. Vietnam, that's a storm. Malcolm X, Eric Khan. You compare and contrast, see your problem was never gone. In other words, you got gang, sport, and then spank. Banked your little dough while Slippery Sam pimped you. In other words, he labeled you the hoe with the fro. Y'all fought for what? Nothing. You're huffing and puffing, you blew your house down. You're babbing and batter fools are teasing yourself. You never know what we felt unless you see yourself. The 90s generation only see is down. The 60s generation went to sleep and then they left.
Bull-ish. Now it's time to do some effective listening and get a better understanding of who we were. We never was and never will be the hoe who wore the fro. The afro and dashiki was a symbol of pride, so we all came together and the world took notice. We were the baddest generation there ever was. We opened the doors so you wouldn't be denied, so you could go to college, live where you want, eat in anywhere USA and drink where you please. Don't you see, I'm not your enemy. Many of us died so you can have it better than we.
We're gonna wake up the 60s generation. Oh, we're gonna wake up the 90s generation. Oh, we're gonna wake up the 60s generation. Oh, we're gonna wake up the 90s generation. Oh, we're gonna wake up the 60s generation. Oh, we're gonna wake up the 90s generation. Oh, we're gonna wake up the 60s generation. Oh, we're gonna wake up the 90s generation. Effective listening without true conversation made us dumb, deaf, blind, ignorant, and I'm fed up with it. What you fought for was true blue, but you got a piece of the pie and then you left without a clue. You knew what was going on, but you wanted to move your family on to a house with a white picket fence. But this is this. While you live in luxury, comfy and cozy and you cover, we smother. It's time for reaction with every action, steady smashing. No time for silence. Our heroes of the 60s is the Black Panther Party. I know you call me a whippersnapper, a knuckleheaded smarty. Flower children wanted peace and wanted to live in harmony. But I can never sing with the sucker who is starving me. You thought everything was fake, but I can't get no ends. You should have started business and let your brothers get in this. When you're down the 90s, I defend it. War is how we end it.
When James said, say it loud, we felt it, everyone heard it, and we kept marching on. When Marvin sang, too many of us are dying, we cried, but we kept on going. Malcolm said, by any means necessary, and we were ready. Now I heard someone say the other day that you, the 90s generation, is the bad link in the chain, that we should just give up on you and throw you away. But we can't do that because you are the sons and daughters of the 60s generation. We might have became complacent and settled into the mainstream or went to sleep, but we're woke now because we know the war was not won.
No, man, you know we running this, man. 90s in effect, you know what I'm saying, man? Say it now, by all means necessary, I can't get no job. Elected black candidates are raw, but now we solve. Cause the link is false, it ain't my fault. The 1990s is paying the cost, now who is boss? It ain't me. I see one king assassinated, then the other gets beat. I know you're not the enemy, more like a teacher that's a friend to me, but the other man is trying to pull the penalty. Who can't complacent? It's easy was the 60s generation. You got your jobs and your fancy cars. Your sons and daughters crave for hunger, they die, then they starve. The 90s generation can't be lost, cause if we was lost, that means your generation was lost. Half followed the king, half followed Malcolm X. You separated in the right to protect. You had your jobs to make your money, but sorry to say nowadays it's a joke, but ain't funny. I have to sell dope to get paid. You fought for civil rights, but look how we got played. History repeats itself around and around. Instead of going down, this time we going up and won't get stuck. Turn a 6 us a dime, you got a 9. And history shows itself that it's our time to destroy and build. We be the bad link, be for real. The link that was missing